Costa Rica. Not the first place you think of for freshwater fly fishing, specifically trout and piranhas. We'd come to know both on this trip.
So that's a Machaca?
A trip that took us from Austin to San Jose and then a short drive to Manuel Antonio. Well, here we are in Manuel Antonio, right by the park, the rainforest park, and we're going to be hitting the Savegre River, which is about a half hour away, for our Machaca fishing. We got this really cool Airbnb right in the jungle on the edge of the park here. This is our porch. We got up at dawn to make it to our meeting point and rented this badass little Suzuki Jimny to cruise in. About a half-hour drive from Manuel Antonio, we met up with our guide, Felipe. We were targeting Machaca, herbivorous cousins of piranha that despite their new diets, never lost their teeth. Here's some babies we found in a calmer pool by the side of the river. Our guide Felipe's laser-sharp focus led us to our catches. We floated a section of river that ran between thick jungle and massive palm oil plantations that used the water for irrigation. The spent palm trunks made for great structure. The fly presentation was super aggressive and comprised of smacking the water with different streamers. A black woolly burger seemed to bring us the most luck. Oh. Got a really nice color there. Did you? That looks like a nice one. Nice and gentle, nice and gentle. I'm gonna put the anchor right below this little
Excellent. The lady back there, awesome.
Take just a video with that.
It's recording right now.
Did it!
So yeah, everything is bone, everything is tough about it. They never get stuck from this lip. It's always on the skin, the corner, so they eat and turn.
All in all, we caught about 5 fish that day. Not too bad. A few days later, we headed inland to the cloud forest for our trout fishing excursion. There were some pretty gnarly winding mountain roads that we had to take. At our Airbnb, amazing, and we're about to go on our first journey out onto the river here and catch some trout with the guide, which I'm very excited about. Our guide Kevin came and picked us up right at our Airbnb, which was right on the river, so we didn't have to go far before we started catching trout. The method was very close quarter roll cast nymphing with the dry dropper setup. It quickly yielded fish.
We know there's a little concentration of them down there. Next 2 weeks we've got down there, so let that swing out a little bit, especially again this lip, let that go down. You know approximately where your hint is, so you don't want to let it get caught in that. While you're keep it going, keep it going, keep it going, and now start to swing. So when I say start to swing, all you gotta do is basically stop your rod and let the fly kind of move like that. Yeah, lipping trout is a big no-no. My call with the way to handle trout is never squeeze them and talk to them very softly. But it's really funny, like they will completely calm down if you just cradle them and hold them gently. But if you squeeze them, they lose their minds. Yep. That looks suspicious right there. Just kind of stop. Yeah. Thank you. Supposedly there's a thing that one can do called tickling trout. And if you find a trout that's sleeping and you tickle its belly like this, they'll go into like a state of like induced paralysis.
Yeah.
Very similar to some sharks. You can do that as well.
Yeah.
You can tickle their bellies and then they'll just kind of freeze. You can flip them over. You can do whatever you want with them.
Oh wow.
Perfect. Right back in the corner. I knew we'd get one out of there eventually. I love getting them on the dangle. Dangle fish are the best. I've had a good friend who's guiding in Puerto Rico right now.
Oh yeah?
And I'm not sure where it is. No Name Lodge.
No name. Oh, I think we saw it.
Yeah, I think we did too.
Yeah.
So
I can't remember where it was.
He's
Yeah.
there right
My
now.
uncle fishes. He's the only family member that I know of. And it's mostly on the southwest side.
Around here, like size 28 inches. Right. A lot of inches. You gotta kind of think of like a tailwater. You ever fish the Swift? Yeah. Swift is intensive. That's like clean, clear water with rainbows everywhere, and they don't want to eat anything.
Where's that at?
It's in the southern. It's the outlet of the Quabbin Reservoir.
Oh, it's a Quabbin. Okay.
Yeah. So it's like this beautiful tailwater. There you go. Our size is slowly decreasing.
Giant trout.
Oh,
Keep the fly line off the water.
Just as long as you. Yep. Oh, jump on. Look at that. Not a big one, but a little bit. Nice fish. And it's good quality for up here. This is good quality. It's, a 9-inch fish.
Ooh.
Beautiful.
Cute.
So one thing I always recommend whenever you're fishing, trout fishing, is know your own measurements, right? So I remember one day I was fishing at the Millers in Massachusetts. I don't know if you ever fished out there. I have. But I caught this big brown trout, and all I knew was when I put its head, its snout, and the crook of my elbow, the tail reached here. So I got home and I measured 17 inches. So now I know on this that's 17 inches. So then if you measure your thumb and forefinger and your thumb and pinky finger, etc., I know this.
Should I just keep pulling it? Or should I let it down?
I know my phone, man. You know, I mean, you'll know if it's a big one. I'm going to tempt this bar. We're going to catch a bunch. Nice, beautiful Costa Rican rainbow.
So
This is the McCloud River stream from California. You can tell because of the white tips on the fins. Almost like a brook trout. The par marks and the white tips. Beautiful. Let me take another cast, but I'll just grab my forceps.
Yeah.
There you go.
I don't know if I can see it.
Get out of there.
Beauty.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Nicely done, dude.
Thanks, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. My hand's wet.
I don't care. That's good. You always got to wet your hands. Where did he eat in softball?
After I got my bearings, I went up to fish some pools on my own while Lonnie's got instruction from Kevin. Most of the trout were pretty tiny, and I thought they would stay that way until we found evidence of some monsters. This fish was dead, but it wasn't long until we found one that was alive around the same size.
Look at the size of that fish.
I spent the next 45 minutes to an hour tracking and
Holy
sight
shit.
casting this fish. I eventually hooked it, but of course there's no video evidence for that. But there are pictures, so you just have to believe me. And here's the proof. 21.5 inches of trout in my hands. It's likely that this trout wasn't a wild trout, but one that escaped from a farm during heavy rains.
See if she wants to go. We're gonna send.
But still, it doesn't make the catch any less special for me. It took about 10 minutes to reel her in, and it was pure chaos. But I did it, and it made the trip all worth it. That, and convincing my wonderful girlfriend that fly fishing is worth her while.
Thank you.